Fellas, yo, so I'm fucking around. Just decided I'd take someone's advice because I was struggling with that placement and accuracy with Stidham. Like, he would have some good throws and he'd have some bad throws, and he would lack consistency on the throws that I would want. And I would often find myself throwing bullet passes even if I was tapping the button, So I think that is warranted towards if you're using a better rated quarterback that can make those throws. If you're not using such a great quarterback, just stick with the placement. Try to keep it vanilla for them. But I'll probably have better passes with just regular placement instead of the placement plus accuracy.
Coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, this is a very good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and Las Vegas Raiders.
I hate the ball first. But it is what it is.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And here comes a return for the few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play.
Bro, I went forward. How did I go back? What the fuck?
Call it no gain on the game's first play.
Where's my forward progress at?
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
Ooh, I like when we can get them big boys downfield.
Taken down about a yard shy. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I think we put together a job description for a middle linebacker. We would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Counter play with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Slot man moves right. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Hit as as he throws there, incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Pass delivered
I hate that animation.
Knox on the out route. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it.
Get Renfro out there. Good fucking pass.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
To throw is Stidham. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's Stidham. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to improve.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series...
second down and 3. They will run the draw with Jacobs. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Now it's Stidham. The open man here, Renfro. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Play action. It's Stidham. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go on 4th down. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Stidham. You swing that out wide to Jacobs. Touchdown Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have come back to make it a 2-point game. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swing you out of there. You're right. With his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Run on that cover 3 all day.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. Fielded right around the 8.
Good clean up there.
A yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Hamlin.
He yoked up in here.
Tying up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary, finding room in midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Throwing on first down is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's quickly out wide to Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. Allen going to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Oh, you got to make that tackle. I'll put you in that assignment.
It's second and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and goal from the 1. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Quentin Morris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
Remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
And this will be caught. They get the 2 and they double them up now at 16-8. 4 seconds all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Final play of the half, it's Stidham. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Almost got that. It was decent, though.
And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the
Oh, I can't see the fucking thing. That's gay.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw
prediction
the other route
shit needs to
combinations,
go.
didn't you? anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
They'll run on first down with
Bro, what are you doing, Will?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for two. Allen will try to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something you're right that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they got 2 for 2.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up
look at that.
There, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side.
Man, just gotta get your feet in bounds.
Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's
I had it on the other one. He would have threw it out of bounds.
And come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
They go play action now. Stidham. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Don't pass it until it's right there. You got it.
They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Stidham. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And Oliver in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen.
I couldn't jump that? Are you serious? That's pick 6.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Singletary.
Come on, Nichols. You gotta do better than that, man.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time. So they
try to low ball. That's my fault.
But that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got the interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Allen off the play fake. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, a 20.
At this point, it's just me versus the stupid home field advantage shit. It's like my defenders can't see where the ball is going. That shit sucks. Like I said, some of these abilities or home fields need to chill with, you know.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from Santa Clara. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lance going to put it up right away. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
The pass is working fine. I just gotta kind of just establish the game control a little bit earlier.
8 yards there and give him the first first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Lance now on 1st down.
Good user adjustment.
Looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. That right there is the inauspicious.
So we're going to start getting advanced with our coverages, guys.
On the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now it's Stidham. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down.
Oh, that was beautiful.
It's Darren Waller. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the
Pick on his user since he wants to sit in the box with the linebacker.
1st and 10. Stidham from the shotgun.
Oh, beautiful
Catch
placement.
is made by Hunter Renfrow. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be.
I'll try to use some of my current gen plays here in a sec. Start right now.
Stidham will throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Uses this stiff.
Oh, that Renfrow is nice.
Other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Here's Stidham.
Oh, look at that placement.
Back to Renfrow again, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little
Stop
bit.
coming out in a weak box.
Touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham.
Ooh, beautiful sideline pass. Yeah, I like this, Javee. I fucking love that.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I feel a little bit better, more control.
Here's Stidham to throw.
Throw that a little bit faster, man.
A sack back at the 32. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Stidham.
Beautiful free form.
Complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
I almost threaded the needle with that one.
It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've
You're going to have to get off that linebacker, bro. I'm going to keep picking on him.
because they were there to help break that pass up.
So after the
He's going to fuck around. He's going to find out.
Second and 10. Stidham.
I shouldn't go with it. That's my fault.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Try to fire it in there. Like,
Time to see that mistake, partner, because
probably could have made the throw.
And that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And they'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Play action, now it's Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Throwing now is Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
Lance now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with second and a couple. And Lance going to throw.
Good fucking user.
It's intercepted. Picked off by
You're going to put McCaffrey on my best corner. That was dumb.
to the races down the right side.
It was a mismatch.
And he takes this one back.
It's my favor.
End zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
That was a beautiful pick, too.
Throughout the week, when you go against the
One-handed.
challenging them all the time, you let them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We score. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And he will get in to make it 8-0.
Get off that linebacker.
And they
I'm
turn
going
the
to pick on him.
six into a pick 8 with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a
Good horse collar tackle.
Pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor. Now Lance throws the interception.
You might want to stop trying to do that, bro. I make user adjustments, man. I want to get out of that shit.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs.
Part of the fucking Red Sea, bitch. Get off that linebacker. He ain't got no help. I told you, get off of him. You're going to get blocked by that fullback all day, bro. I see a weakness in your defense right now. You don't want to fucking get off that linebacker. You're going to learn today. You're going to learn today. Warner is a coverage linebacker. He ain't about to sit in this box. He ain't about to block shit alignment.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Look at her. Look at him get picked up and blocked.
And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're
told you, you exposed yourself. Get off that linebacker, bro. You better make adjustments.
Maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team.
Good cleanup hit, Perriman.
But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Please come out in that same bullshit offense, and I'm gonna pick it off again.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a play fake. Lance.
Bitch. Stop motioning him out. You need that man to protect. You ain't got time to be motioning 5 receivers, bro. I'm sending the fucking house. You better max protect, dumbass.
Let's see if they can get something going.
You better fucking max protect, because if not, someone coming free. And I don't care. I'm going to go back and put my match coverage user adjustments on this shit, because I see how people attack the cover 0. And I don't want to get beat like that, so I'm going to put my zones on the field. You know, just got to get a rhythm going. We're going to be all right.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. throw it on first down.
Woo! Got him. Baited his dumb ass to go gun empty. Early and often, fellas. Early and often. We fall for it every time.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. And he is not going to make it.
We good. We good. We can go at halftime.
And this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy. And down he goes. Brought down.
But your dumb ass don't want to block.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Kittle going across the field. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. That one a first down pickup of 8. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jacobs now. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be
sliding that line, bro. You're gonna learn today. Better match up in gaps. Because if you don't, you're gonna get fucked up. Probably, boy. It'll take your whole team to tackle this man. Better learn how to match up in gaps. Watch it. Warner can't block shit like that.
stick with it. They'll run right here with Jacobs.
Get off me, little boy.
He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Stidham. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence. And none better than the
Why?
one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that.
Speed on speed, bitch.
What's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game and tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I was
Matched up, bro.
for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately,
You got a corner on him just in case you want to try to do some bullshit. You better use him to block.
The idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Purdy with it on third and long. Rolling to his right. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And he can't find any.
Yeah, just roll out to Max Crosby's side. That's a great fucking idea.
After a one-point game, 7-6. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They're going to run the sweep with Samuel. Shedding the tackle and gives him some room.
Body odor.
Pick up there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And this is why more and more teams are getting their wide receivers.
Yeah, let's go gun empty, bro. That's just a fucking great idea. Let Max Crosby come in for it. Yeah. Let's just go gun empty. This is fucking retarded.
And turn it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. On 4th down, here's Purdy.
Give me that. Ooh, you got lucky.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. And he's got it.
4-3, you got to get that.
For 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And good coverage there on special teams.
I thought you were going to kick it to the fullback and hit stick me now. That's why I got him over there.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points.
Don't rely on overalls, dumbass.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things
Get off
to
me,
build
little boy.
on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They run it with Jacobs. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Stidham. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now it's Stidham. They'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. They'll throw on first down with Stidham. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now it's Stidham. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're able to
small out there.
cross midfield to the 48.
Man, they need his Wheaties.
A lot of time talking about tight ends in a lot of cases now with pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Looking again.
Too small out there.
He's got him again.
Very small out there.
Down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back
Too
receptions.
small to be playing man coverage on Waller.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because
Very small.
that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And he does
I'm
it.
gonna pick on that Warner guy.
Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it
I don't know how to use him.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up the touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs.
Yeah, when I cluster fuck him like that. That's what happens when you don't match personnel and you spam one defense, bro. I'm gonna come out in that shit and glitch you out.
Deficit down a little bit.
Better learn. That's not how you play 12 personnel.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On first down, Purdy.
Told you about coming out and gun empty, bro. This shit's dead.
What we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The center receiver in motion to the right. Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Body order, bro.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Purdy.
Stop going out in shotgun, you're going to get hit.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Stidham. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
on fourth. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing a fourth down play to result in 20.
What happens when you try to put everybody in zone? I got Davante Adams. That shit does not work.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time.
He's not match personnel. Renfro wide open. Oh, you got a linebacker on Renfro? Let's go.
To make sure you don't get hurt.
Got him in a weak box. Let's go.
It's a 40-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And some room to run now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Purdy now to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Juwan Jennings, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
No, the game's not over.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Second down, Jacobs once more. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Oh, the bad lead.
Trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead, they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team.
Oh, you got to be shitting me.
Continue to lead.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. After the incomplete pass
Fucking
here,
EA.
second and 10.
Oh, you got bailed out, bro.
Here's Stidham. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. The slot man in motion right. Stidham, third down from the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to fourth down. That didn't appear to be a designed safety blitz. I think he was just going off instinct.
I love the way you described that because I'm thinking along with you. I'm not sure that was designed that way, but he saw an opportunity, gambled a little bit, and made it pay off.
Oh, hey, that's a late hit on the quarterback.
But there is a flag. And on fourth
Wow.
down, this is a big call.
Yeah.
Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Floating one incomplete. The incomplete completion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Purdy on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver.
Oh, come on, he is. That's supposed to be 6 the other way.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey from 3 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Stidham. It's complete to Cole. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Escaping the pressure right.
Threw it behind him.
Intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
That's a safety.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the
Bro, that is a safety. Like, come on now. Like, y'all need to get y'all calls
At
right.
this point, this was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances.
Walk out of the end zone, walk back into the end zone, bro. That's a safety.
Defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception.
Stuff the foot out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved.
I gotta go back and see what happened on that throw because Devontae wasn't supposed to drop that. I'm gonna kind of look and see.
For San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
He's stuck.
The team that just got vanquished. They did score in the
flat
second
ride
quarter.
over
Do you
the
think they
side.
thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No,
Bro, foot on the white line, bro.
In the locker room.
Come on now.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment,
Come on now. That's a safety. I don't care what you say. That's a fucking safety.
Whatever it was, it all came.
White line is fucking as good as either way.
That's a great way to close them out.
I mean, even though I wasn't gonna win at that shit, I mean that's a call they got to get right. They probably won't even have the pass that I hit them with. Nope. I don't know when I did it, bro. That dude was beat, and they made me miss. Like, it was a good throw and everything too. Kind of just go back and see some of the stuff that I'm doing. Like I was putting. See, I probably should have blitzed the seam flat because he kind of just played underneath. But he was going to play that crosser, so if he would have rolled out right, we would have been okay. 2. I'm only sending 5. And he got a quick pass on me that time. Probably could have just put them both in a quarter that time. Sometimes, you know, you might leave them in man. Sometimes you might just match them up with a zone. Probably could have put him in a quarter. Or if I knew he was going to run a flood concept, I could have just put him in a cloud. Had he not been there, that was going to be money. I wasn't expecting a D lineman to fucking be in that spot. So you live and learn, right? Pocket breakdown, so Tillery on the inside, that's good. I might swap someone, I don't know. I gotta take Billings out. Like, Billings is more of a nose. Or I gotta run Billings on the left. Maybe it'll work. I'll probably just run 2 3s. Try to see. I like how that one got through. You know, sometimes I'll send them instead of put them in that flat zone. That was just a good play. I wasn't expecting Ayuk to cut like that. I should have put, what's his name, in the mid-read. I was thinking I could have grabbed that, but I guess not. He just kept dropping his D lineman in coverage, bro. What a fucking bum. It's like once you get momentum. That's alright. I might have to start flipping the play on some of these because if you use auto alignment on defense, it's going to give you the advantage on certain things. So if I would have flipped this play, my guard would have fucking double teamed instead of just stood there. I should have flipped that play. That's what I'm gonna start doing on my play actions. I mean, it's still a good throw, but the thing I'm looking at is how the blocking is. I don't like that blocking. Gotta fix that. Do it like the whole game, dude. Trying to glitch the line out by usering the guy on the guard. Thinking I could have got that dig route in. Probably not from there. I might start running the trips field from this because boundary side is a little constricted over there. Had the flat route, but it's just developing too late. Just really just trying to adjust to somehow some of these zones work. Like some of the zones do work a little bit better. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you. I will show y'all some stuff that does work, adjustment wise. Cause I know someone had asked me earlier how I do set up to get pressure in the goal line. So I will show you how to do that. I'm gonna show you right now. Really, it's just how fast you can get your manual subs in. And you have to know your team. It's not like you can just pick any team you want and then just start making subs because certain players have certain, strengths and weaknesses. Look at that pass, though. Like, the passing is so much better with this. I just got to get, more comfortable, running versus these better teams. Because that's pretty much all I'm going to get faced up against. All right, so the goal line is 6-2. How do you supposed to run it? Get your pens and your papers and your phones or whatever it is that you want to save shit. And take notes. All right? First thing I do is all the plays in here except one are going to be man coverage. So you need to make sure you have auto flip off. That's number one. Number two, you're going to, more times than not, you're going to flip the play. But I'm going to go ahead and show you what adjustments you need. You need to put in first adjustment is you need to sub these two guys. You need to make sure that you have your fastest coverage linebackers. All right. Usually you want the best man coverage guy to play the strong side because he's going to line up with the tight end, and then you're going to have your faster guy right there. Okay. So those will be your two inside linebackers, just like my nickel defense. Those are my two sub linebackers for my nickel defense. All right. So you're basically running a goal line like it's a nickel defense. The only thing is you're not going to have two safeties. You're going to have two extra defenders that can get pressure as opposed to, two guys that just sit out there in zones or whatever. But it's very aggressive, but it works, all right? The next thing you want to do is you want to put your Sam linebacker right here, okay? So you're going to sub him in. Kaiser's my Sam. And then the next thing you're going to do right here is you're going to put your best pass rusher on the weak side. And then as far as the inside, you want to make sure you have two guys that can get after the QB from the inside. So we go right here. I'm actually probably going to put a better... Trying to figure, I might use Pico. But you got better finesse. He's going to get a one-on-one. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to put Chandler Jones right there. And Cleveland Farrell right there. Alright, so you're running 1, 2, 3 pass rushers and a Sam. and 2 interior defensive tackles. Okay? Just make sure y'all have that down packed. So now I want to put Nichols right there. Tillery right there. And then the last thing you want to make sure you're in is the CV sub package. So that's going to give you, because I start a cornerback at free safety, this should give you 3 cornerbacks. So you have 3 cornerbacks, 2 sub linebackers, and you have a Sam linebacker and 3 pass rushers. Okay? And it's really just designed to get your best pass rusher after the quarterback. And most times, like if I'm playing against gun empty, I'm using the 60 base. All right. So running the 60 base, I run it flipped. All right. Now I'm going up against gun empty. Let's go random play, but watch them do like quarterback draws and shit. All right. So what you're going to do right here is you're going to spread the line, or you can slide them to that side, either or. If you want to get pressure, because it's only a 5-man protection, so you can set it up pretty much whichever way based off your personnel. So like if you want to slide left, you're probably not going to run Jones right there. You're going to run someone that can handle a double team. If you slide left, you need a nose. It's just something that you need to kind of key in on. Because remember if you teach D-line techs, everyone's even here. So that's 0, that's 2, that's almost a 3. That's like 2 outside. Because he's not necessarily on the tackle's inside shoulder. So that's 2 outside. And then he's a 5 tech. So so if you slide to the left, it's 5 tech. I could probably put Crosby there, and then I could put like a speed linebacker there. It really just depends on how you set your team up. So, like I said, we'll probably slide to this side so that Crosby can get that one-on-one. Really just depends on your slides. And then as far as coverages go, put both of your quarters, like you'll start off, put both of your outside corners and outside quarters. So like if they try to run any switch concepts to beat the man coverage that they see, that outside quarter is going to play to the outside. Okay? Your slot corner should be on the inside on their slot receiver. So he should be able to handle his guy one-on-one. The only thing you're going to do is you're going to find out which one of these guys is the receiver or the tight end, whoever you feel like is the bigger threat. You're going to user him and get on the line of scrimmage. Don't get too close because they're going to get you for offsides. But you're going to user him and get on the line of scrimmage. All right? And then as soon as you can, you're going to hold L1. Okay? What that's going to do is that's going to give you defensive assists. So you're going to be able to jam that receiver up a little bit more. Now, whatever guy you're not using, you're going to have to make a adjustment to kind of give the AI help on what may beat you somewhere else. So what would beat me somewhere else? If that tight end runs like a slant route or something like that, I have to be able to adjust to that. So if I'm worried about a slant, I might just put the defensive tackle in a hook, so he can kind of help constrict routes a little bit, and then I should be fine, So it's just an idea of some of the stuff that you can do. As soon as he snaps, just kind of hold it right there. Like I said, you might want to give him some help or user him. It doesn't matter. Like, just kind of get used to the offense you're facing. Like I said, I might want to user him this time, since he want to give me problems like that, and then I can play the flat over there with him. It's kind of, yep. You see? Sometimes you hit a home run with your user adjustment like that, So it's just really just kind of keying in on your tendencies, but make sure you got the outside quarters or outside thirds on the field. Quarters are nice because, you know, they'll play down to the routes real aggressive. If anything goes to the outside the numbers or outside the red lines to the sideline, the quarter kind of match up to it pretty good. Like I said, I might just trying to remember one of these guys. Can't put them in a vertical hook. All right. Trying to remember what adjustments we could put on the field. I could probably go, yeah, put that 3 rec. He'll help me with the short. Yeah, look there. So you could actually, if you want to run the 3 rec to help with the short routes, you could probably put like a coverage linebacker right here if you want to. I mean, you can get creative with it. So like, if I know I want to do that, and I know they're just trying to get rid of it quick, you try to find one of your guys like left in or left outside linebacker that can play a little coverage or whatnot. I don't have like a lot of linebackers, so really just kind of pick and choose. So he can play that 3 rec better. So left, square, bluff blitz gives you the 3 rec hook. And then make sure you got your outside quarters. And you can slide them to the slot receiver side so he picks up the slot. And that's that outside quarter adjustment. Slow it down for you guys. Just kind of pay attention to a couple things. And a 3 rec plays back. I actually like that a little bit better than trying to force a linebacker to play that. So I might start just doing it like that. Solid interior pass rush. So it's basically almost like, you know, it's just like a better version of a 3-4 blitz. It's like he tries to do a little stick concept. But watch the outside quarters on both sides. This is why I like this user adjustment when you're playing man coverage. When you play man, they're going to automatically play the receiver aggressive. But when you're playing match zones, if there's a match zone adjustment on the field, once the ball's in the air, they're going to play the ball. Whereas if you stay in man coverage, they're just going to play the receiver. So like if you're playing someone and they see you in man coverage the whole time, and what they start doing is they start swerving. What's going to happen when the ball's in the air, they do their swerve to throw you off the route and then go get the ball, you're going to get beat because man plays the receiver. If they do the same thing and you're in a quarter adjustment, as soon as that quarterback's set to release that ball, they're playing the ball. Okay, you ain't got to set the coaching adjustments or nothing. They're going to kind of play the ball. So you kind of watch. It's still man everywhere he goes, but notice he's going to have penetration on that route. As soon as that ball's thrown, see how he cuts to it? Just want to kind of show you all that. Now, watch this side. We're going to watch the quarterback. Notice how he's playing eyes to the quarterback. As soon as the quarterback throws, he's going to jump. So he's still, like I said, he's still man, but he's eyes to the quarterback. So he's going to get a better jump on the route. Whereas, like I said, if I stay in man coverage and do the same thing, we'll slow it down for you guys. I don't know if he's going to do the same route, but they tend to turn their backs to the quarterback in man coverage. I just want to show you what happens. So if you stay in man, his eyes is to the receiver. You see the difference? As soon as that receiver hits the guns, he turns his back. And usually, I know on current gen, that's the best place to beat man coverage. is the minute they turn their backs, you can kind of hit them with those little man beater routes. So like if timing the routes is your thing on offense, you see someone do that, that's an easy indicator that it's man coverage is when they turn their back. And usually, like I said, on current gen, I just hit them with the out routes and the back shoulders and stuff like that. But I'm still working on it for next gen, but we're just trying to get re-coordinated for it. But kind of show you the outside quarter adjustment. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just going to show you the outside quarters again. Probably could have went soft squat, but that's another thing. If you know they're throwing it short, you can go soft squat. But notice it's really just eyes to the ball, and they're playing over the top. That's pretty much what it is. You'll give up the short stuff with it, but you won't get beat with the man beaters. You're gonna lock up the middle, force them to go underneath, and they keep doing that. Then you can switch it up and be like, okay, I'm gonna put 2 soft squats on the field, Now, that's only if they're not about to go vertical. So we can go 2 soft squats and then put the bluff blitz, which is the 3 rec. And that should give you a little help. So try it that way. And that's the soft squat picking it off. So slow it down for you guys. Same thing with soft squats. It's man everywhere he goes. If the route goes vertical, it is man everywhere he goes. The only time that soft squat is going to change is if the number 2 receiver goes to the flat. Okay? Number 2 goes to the flat, he's going to play the flat. But I'm just going to kind of show you on both sides the soft squat adjustment. I don't know if he went to the flat over here. So he's playing inside. Obviously, I did get beat on the vert side, but on the trip side, soft squat, he plays inside. And look at the break on the ball. So something that you guys might want to start using. Try to catch tendency. So if I'm seeing that he's constantly going vert that side and he wants to run short to the trip side, so I'll put the soft squat. And then we'll give us some interior help with the 3 rec and then slide them to the 3 rec side. I could possibly be all right. And just lock up the tight end, nowhere to go. Soft squat on the field side pretty much plays bracket coverage. Slow it down for you. The outside quarter. Going to play over the top. See how the outside quarter is going to get leverage on the corner route? It's going to basically pass it off. Yeah, I'm going to give you the flat, but I'm not going to let you just 1-2 piece me with a bench concept. The quarter will play that outside. Pretty aggressive. 3 rec hook will take any drags or anything. So if they're not running drags, you could probably alternate who you're gonna send. You could probably do like a bluff blitz with your edge, and he'll play the seam flat to the flat and defend those smoke screen routes. It's just depending on your position is depending on which adjustment you're gonna get. I like how this soft squat defended the curl flat. Okay, so remember, like I said, see how his eyes is to the ball? He's going to sit right there. He's going to play man on him. Kept that guy from jumping in on him. And then he tried to throw the ball out of bounds. Just kind of box it out. Kind of do it again. So we'll go quarter. Soft squat on the trips. And then, like I said, I can play 3 rec. Although there used to be one where I can play seam, or I could play 3 rec with him. I think that would be better, playing the 3 rec with a linebacker and then slide it. That can possibly mess up that tackle assignment. That's a possibility. So play the 3 rec with the linebacker. Oh, he's going to give me a bracket. I like that. All right, so the strong side, the trip side, the 3-rec is going to help. I think it's better than the vert hook adjustment because he's going to give me that bracket coverage I need on him. I'm getting the jam with my user, and he's taking away the inside route. He'll match up with him. So when he matches up with him, I can get off press coverage and I can play bell technique. So that might be something I might start utilizing is the bluff blitz with the Sam linebacker on the trip side. As you can see, this defense is set up to where you're getting a free edge rush every time. Notice how my edge rusher is always penetrating the backfield, regardless what I'm doing. Like, the thing I like about next gen is when you overload, there's no nano detection. Someone's going to be forced to double team. We forced to double team on 57 and 77. So if I can get like a 3-tech right there, if I'm sliding to the left, that should be all right. I'm just debating. It really depends on if you're going to run this, you're probably going to be better off running like a hybrid front. That way, whichever side that you want to run to or whatnot, you can just go like a D-line defensive end flip package or something like that. It's really like some of the positions in this game aren't really straightforward. Because like I said, when you slide your line, now I'm running, I should have a 3-tech right here. Like if you had like a Aaron Donald, he's going to get double teamed, and that's fine, and that's his job, get double teamed. So it makes it easier for the guys behind him to get one-on-ones, And then obviously you're going to get your free guy off the edge with that setup. All right, just kind of run it again, just kind of get the reps. So 2 receiver side, we go outside quarter. 3 receiver side, we go soft squat. Tight end side, we're going to go with the 3-rec hook, the bluff blitz, and then we're going to slide the line over. Trying to see if there's, I could probably go with the seam flat adjustment on the backside. Let's just kind of slow it down and see. Really just, so the seam flat really didn't do what I was expecting it to do, but if he had anything play into the flat, the seam flat would have matched up with it. I like how that 3-rec, it kind of gave me an advantage versus that man beater underneath. Kind of get out in front of that little short route. And that's really what you want, The initial, he's going to take away the quick pass to the tight end. Obviously, I'm on the tight end trying to jam him up. We're kind of looking at the quarter and the soft squat on the outside. Notice that by the time he throws, we're penetrating the backfield anyway. We're only rushing 4 at this point. So even at that point, I don't think he's going to try to throw, one of them slingers to the right side of the field anyway. I know that soft squat was beat at that point, but if he throws it to him, he'll probably react faster. So let's do it again. Put the soft squat over here. Give me help with the bluff blitz. I didn't really see anything with the seam flat adjustment, so we'll go vert hook this time. And he should help bracket number 14. Look at that soft squat adjustment is nice. Not saying that you guys will always do this. You will need to adjust as necessary. But putting the bluff blitz is going to give you bracket. Throwing the vert hook on the opposite side, he didn't match up with anybody. That's fine. But you really just want to kind of take things and options away from people. As you can see right there, he didn't know who was coming or what was coming. This just kind of goes back into the main frame of how fast can you get your adjustments. I used to play like this in like the early year on current gen, but my issue was, you'll eventually get matched up with a quick hiker, so you're not always going to be able to play like this. So I'll try to figure out a way to give you, just the quick material too. But coverage wise, you should be pretty good. Stout up front, Like I said, just make sure you get that bluff blitz. If you don't get anything else, man, make sure you get that bluff blitz. That should be like the first adjustment. Nowhere to go. Slow it down. You know it was a screen, but I know it was a screen, but we forced the blocks to go to the left. It just gets Chandler wide open. He ain't got nothing. So we'll go there. I think that'll be my best setup. Oh, I could have picked that off. Why would he run that screen back to back? I don't know. So bluff blitz, saw squat, quarter. That is your 3 adjustments that you definitely need. Now, if you're playing someone that takes their time, you could probably add more adjustments if necessary. But gun empty, look at her, we get an inside rush. Like I said, sometimes that side squat will get beat. Now, if you don't want him to get beat, there's one more adjustment that you guys need to do. And I'll show you. He played fine, but we want him to play better. So what you're going to do, you're going to make sure you back up off of, like you could shade over the top first, then put him in a saw squat. If I trust that 3-rec hook enough, I want to really see, because I know Diablo's got better press, so it's obvious. I'm content with him being over there, but I want to use this corner right here. Okay, so he's gonna get beat, but the pressure gets. It's not something that you, like I said, you guys are gonna spam. It's really just kind of checking tendencies of your opponents. So like I said, if you're not sure, you need to make sure you stay with those adjustments right there. So you start the game off, have the two deep inside zones, and then probably user the lowest man zone coverage guy, which really this guy. Look at her. Stop running that screen, bro. I don't know why they decide, I feel like running the screen today. Like, nah, bro. That ain't it. Alright, let's do it. Hold the defensive assist to jam the receiver. Let's see where you get beat. You can make adjustments as necessary. I want to see how that 3-rec played it. 3-rec's going to play down. Okay, so if he runs anything, number 2 goes inside, like he's going to play number 3. But if number 2 goes inside, he's going to break on number 2. So he doesn't get beat with those. Okay, so that's just something you guys kind of need to pay attention to. So I could probably run it with a vert hook so that I can have my high-low concept on the interior. So question is, we go 3-rec with vert hook, do we do it like that? See how that setup looks. That vert hook's too slow. down. So I could play quarter or third. I don't really have anybody on there that can play mid-read. You probably want to get your best corner on that. Like Rock, he's like, I don't know, sometimes he make plays, sometimes he don't. Like, he shouldn't be getting beat like that. You don't press anything. You literally let everything go. You hold it, like if you hold your buttons, they're not going to snap the ball. So if you're making adjustments or holding buttons, they're not going to snap it. Or if you have the defensive keys up, they're not going to snap the ball. Okay? So as long as you're doing something interactive, they're not going to, mess with you on that. So as long as you're making adjustments, you're good. And then just wait, and then he'll hike it. It's really just kind of like I said, just get your lab work, get the muscle memory. Anytime you're doing anything, like I said, I'm probably going to go back to the way I used to play. Because if you play a lot of man coverage, yeah, the blitzes are good, but sometimes, you'll play quick hikers that, try to run those little quick man beaters, little slants and drags and shit. And, it can be frustrating. But like I said, if you make the right match coverage adjustments, you still have the man on the field, but they'll just be more aggressive on the ball. So you jam the tight end up. The soft squat helps prevent him from going over the top. So it's pretty much safe. Put the soft squat there. Now, a little thing that's interesting is technically that slot corner is in the slot, but he's going to get the outside cornerback abilities, if that makes sense. So you could possibly just play the outside quarter with him and play the soft squat on the outside. I don't know if that could possibly be a good combo, but I am about to find out. I'm going to watch them. Okay, so they do a switch release. I fucking love it. All right, I'm going to slow this down. I'm going to show you why I like it here in a sec. If he goes anything to the flat, you're basically going to have the inside on the pass instead of being. Let me see if I can get a pass concept where that works. Hold up. So I could play the outside quarter with there, and then my safety, I could play the soft squat. All right, let's try that again. Slow it down. Because like I said, we know the outside corner, he's going to play. Now he's going to give up his guy. That's one thing that I see. So what you're going to have to do with your user is you're going to have to defend the number 2 receiver to the inside and then let the 3 rec play the drag. So let's just kind of get used to these adjustments. So we know he's going to be playing that, so we're technically going to be playing him. Just double check with 3 rec. Yeah, 3 rec plays him to that side. I might start putting like 3-rec. Let's see. If I go 3-rec on the opposite side, he should get to the ball a little bit faster. So, like I said, let's try the soft squat outside quarter combo. And then user this guy. And then bell to 1. Stack, man, same thing, bro. If it's a 5-man protection, you can use this versus like stack sets. Usually, like I said, I'll do that match coverage combo because, like I said, if they're doing like corner routes and stuff out of there, I don't know if this offense has a stack. They got a stack Y off. I don't know if they got like a double stack, but we'll kind of work with one and kind of give you the concepts that people use, like the red zone scissors. Let's rock with that one. All right, first let's get used to the routes. I'm going to show you the routes, and then I'm going to show you how to defend it, okay? So I'm going to slow it down just so I can memorize the routes real quick. Sometimes the blitz just gets in there so fast versus these medium and deep route concepts. Like I said, you're always going to get a free edge rusher come through. If they're only blocking 5, you're guaranteed to get someone free. The only thing is, like I said, you can opt to change the coverages. So he's doing a switch release on this. So what you want to do is you want to get the outside guy to play number 10. And you want the inside guy to play down on number 1. So what do? We can go soft squat. Put the 3-rec in to help bracket off. Make sure you slide the line to the side the inside zone handoff could go. And then one-on-one on the backside we can go. We can go with that, and then we'll probably just go seam flat over there underneath. And I can run it like that. And then I can use her up on this tight end. He doesn't go where I don't want. Look at that. Oh, man, man's in the right zone. I just got to get him to play the ball. Probably went too... But I really just want to kind of look at what we're doing on this side. See how that soft squat brackets? So now what you need is you need that linebacker to play inside. But see how that soft squat immediately plays the switch to the outside instead of trying to cut to the inside. So if you do the soft squat, then you would have to switch your man assignment. So usually you might be like, okay, I might want to man him up. It's a risk because sometimes some people will go vertical on you, so you just kind of pay attention to that. Slide the line, and then give me that 3-rec hook on the inside. Might spread my linebacker, or really just kind of figure out where the strength of the slide is. I think it's going to be right here. Put him on Brown and cover the running back for this slot corner. Try that adjustment. I messed up. Just want to slow it down, see where I messed up at. Start over here with the soft squat. Gets the outside. I'll play man coverage on the cross. So what I don't like about that is he did get run off his route even though you put him in man. And the 3-rec didn't even play it. So the 3-rec has to be on the backside for it to be effective. So I would have had to run the 3-rec on the running back side with the soft squat over there. And then I could probably just go rock with a mid-read and a quarter. And just man him up like that. Slide the line, and I could play the flat or the seam flat. And then I'm free to do whatever I want with my user. Should be the running back. So you just kind of get the reps. Usually a lot of people do run those wheel routes, so that'd be something that you might consider using. But as far as the switch concept, see how the soft squat mid-read combo, they don't get out of place or position. As far as the 3-rec, he played the running back to the flat, which is okay. I might start using this adjustment instead of just playing seam flat. Because if I do that, then I don't need him. I don't need to man him up. So let's go back in here. So if I go Sam side 3-rec, saw squat, mid read, quarter, slide, running like that. And I know the running back's going to come out of the backfield. So what I could do is I could just man him up, because I know I'm going to play the running back out the backfield. I bumped my own guy. Let me slow it down, see what the 3-rec did. He said that's the only way you're going to learn how to make the adjustments to what beats you is get the lab work in. So the 3-rec kind of just, he bummed out a little bit. I bumped into him. Trying to see. I could probably play the saw squat underneath. Put the 3-rec and then saw squat on the backside. Put the mid read on the field. Let's see how that works. Soft squat plays down to the flat. He doesn't break on it fast enough. But I do like, for one, that soft squat played inside plays that slant pretty good. So if he would have tried to do a slant, soft squat would have jumped it. But he's going to play that vert to the flat based on his position. So he's trying to triangle. Soft squat. Go outside quarter. I'm going to put the soft in the seam. I'm going to see if I can do a Mabel match. Let's just see. We'll slow it down and we'll see. Oh my God, Jenkins. I'll slow it down. I like that combo. Alright, so if you put a seam flat with a soft squat, they don't jam up. Alright? The seam flat plays up like a vert. The seam flat plays the flat immediately. And the soft squat, it waits for something to get with him. Because the rules of match coverage in this game, I'm gonna tell you something about it. It's going to play zone if it's not aligned up with something. So it's going to get depth until something cuts in front of it. Okay? I want to say it like that so that it makes sense for you. Okay? Notice he's the seam flat defender. So he's going to be man everywhere he goes with the guy that's in front of him, right? So the guy that's in front of him is running to the flat. He's the seam flat defender. He's going to match up with him. He's going to play the flat. The guy right next to him has no one matched up with him from the line of scrimmage, and he's in the soft squat. So what he's going to do, he's going to play cloud first until something cuts in front of him. So what the advantage of this combo coverage is you're going to take away that quick pass release. Okay, so you basically got a cloud defense inside the seams that'll also play down in bracket coverage. So like if he runs a dig route or something like that, he's going to break on the ball in that area of the field around the numbers. So that's a good combo coverage that we could run out of this. Just seems pretty useful. So if you seam flat, soft squat, and like I said, just put the soft squat on the other side. And I could probably just put him in the mid-third. I ain't going to worry about that dig route. So you could run it like that. And there's really nowhere to go. I'm going to show you why. We put the third on the field to stop the post route. Anytime you're dealing with someone that's using post routes, always have a mid-third on the field. Okay? We'll start with that. Obviously, I got the quarter on the front, on the back side of them. You're just going to play that outside of the field. But what's going to happen here, like I said, you run that little double post. I got me a linebacker that's fast enough to kind of get out in front of you from the other side of the field. So you're not necessarily going to get that pass lead that you want to try to throw a one-play touchdown or whatever. Soft squat over here, like I said, is going to take whichever one of these receivers goes to the flat, that soft squat is going to play that route. Okay, so they did a switch concept. He still played the outside, which is exactly what you want. Seam flat soft squat combo here, which is a glitch coverage because, like I said, normally you can only call soft squat outside. But with this CB package, I can call the soft squat from the inside, which basically just kind of takes that quick pass option away. We'll probably run it against variant coverages in here. Kind of see if it can be universal or whatever. Just go random coverage. So like I said, outside we'll go soft squat, quarter. This is another thing. I probably didn't even need to run that formation flip, you know. But look at this. You can't run this coverage anywhere else in the game. Nobody's teaching you this shit. Okay? This is unique because this is the only defense that you can run that outside quarter from the slot. Only defense that allows you to do that. While everybody else is trying to run clouds and outside thirds, no. Run soft squats in outside quarters with this combo. I'm telling you, it's gonna break the game. All right. So like I said, then we can go to this side and run that bluff blitz, and he'll play the tight end to the flat. He'll have bracket coverage, and then I can just sit here in the mid third. We go ahead and slide them out, and then I can pinch them linebackers in like that. And then, like I said, Brown's going to be my free man to do whatever I need to do. So he's probably going to be defending the running back on this route. Or trying to help set the edge, either or. That's why you want to say you want to make sure you got some type of block shed or whatever on that side. Not really fond of them using jet sweeps. Now, if I didn't put that bluff blitz on the game, then he probably would have set the edge. So that's something that you got to kind of be mindful of, is when you put that Sam linebacker in those assignments, you're resetting who the edge defender is. See, he's the force defender, so you just got to be careful. So like I said, soft squat, and that's kind of how you deal with stack combos right there. You slide them. He's the force defender, so if I want, what I can do is just run the 3-rec from the inside, so I still got my force defender there. And I don't want to defend the running back from the backside like that, so I can just put him in mid-third, and then I can opt to use her. So he wants to sign with the same play. We have our edge defender right there. You see the difference? That's why you want to make sure your Sam linebacker can kind of do a little bit of everything. You know, he needs to be able to set the edge. He needs to be able to play coverage. He needs to be able to pass rush. You know, he needs to be able to do everything. Okay, you can't just be like, oh, I'm just a great pass rusher, and then not have the stats to play anything else. Okay, I'm very high and keen on having a good Sam linebacker. You know, not too many people talk about that, but you know, I'm definitely telling you, you know, you might want to start putting it in there. What we might do, who do I want to really use in this 3-rec? All right, let's say I put the 3-rec on there from the center point guy. That might work. I'm waiting for him to do like a deep pass concept. Side squat, outside quarter. I like that outside quarter. Probably don't even need to run anything else. I could just probably just, like I said, put that mid-third. Like I said, that's still going to give me good pressure, but the advantage of those coverages, you're not going to be able to bomb it on me. There it goes, doing that bullshit again. Look there. Set the edge. So that might be what you need to do. Right there. Slide to the weak side. Soft squat. Outside quarter. Outside quarter. Right. Triangle. Mid-third. So that way you still can get your blitz through, but you have great coverage over the top. And then you can just use it at tight end. Now, if they're going to get little dink and dunks, that's fine. But I guarantee you, anyone that tries to sit there and throw it more than 20 yards downfield aren't going to be able to. You know, so it's really just kind of dictate how your opponents really just try to attack you, really. So like I said, let's see if I still got it. Yeah, I got Jenkins there. So what I could do is let him be the bluff blitz, and he'll take that underneath route. And here he goes doing this. So he should set the edge. So like I said, you want a good Sam linebacker that can do that. Because if you don't, you're going to get pancaked. So quarter, mid-third. You get the short routes with these coverages. I want to slow this side of the field up. Look at how that outside quarter. If he would have ran like a bench concept, let's slow this down. I want to pick a play where he has a bench concept so I can show you guys. Where's a bench concept? They have one. It's like the closest one they got is they got corner strike, but it's only bench to the other side. Let's try this. Just want to see. Alright, so you would have to move him. Let's try that. Slow it down, see what's happening. Probably might need a seam flat for that. Soft squat gets beat off in position, but that outside quarter is not going to give up, you know, his position. I need to find just like a regular bench concept. I want to try this combo coverage versus bench concept, so you'll see people spam a lot. I don't even know bench concept. Bench concept like gun tight. See a lot of people run there without bench. Alright, so the main thing is you want to make sure both of your corners are on the weak side. You're going to slide your line over there. Now the underneath defender is the soft squat. The over the top defender is the outside quarter. Should look like that. So I'll put the quarter on the back side. You just play for the mid read. Slide that D line to that weak side. That outside quarter. Plays the bench concept pretty good. If you look on this side, you're not going to get that flat route. You're not going to get that quarter. Both quarters on the outside. Very aggressive to the ball. Okay. Underneath defender plays the soft squat. Over the top plays the outside quarter. So I would go seam flat. Since I can't play soft flat on that one, soft squat on that one, I could play seam flat quarter. And I could run it like that. Then my only thing is probably just run like a mid read there. And then play like a hook with my user. Look at that. So I could probably, instead of playing that seam flat, because he's gonna play the number 82. I need a flat defender. I need someone to play the running back. So weak side, you go match. Just put me a hard flat right there. If I did it like that, put the bluff blitz in front of the guy that's directly in front of him, And then that allows me to play the mid-third. I think that's it, fellas. Ooh, look at that. Bro. I ain't even mad. That outside quarter there, so I could probably back him up. That actually was in good position. Wasn't getting the flat route. So on the strong side, you're not going to go match. You're going to go straight hard flat. It's like he didn't break out fast enough. I ain't even mad at you. So let's try that again with a backed off coverage. Well, sometimes you gotta see what works, my guy. So I'm not gonna be able to back him up. So I should be able to shade the coverage over the top and get the soft squat from right there. They're not gonna give me the. Let's try the. Let's try to do it like that. Okay, so the only thing that's going to get you is you're not necessarily going to be able to defend that flat unless, so we'd have to split. Got the outside quarters. You want to defend the flat. You want to get the pressure and set the edge. Look at that. I might just keep him as a blitzing defender. That way that's one less adjustment I have to worry about. So let's just set the 3 zones. And slide to this side, and this should get Crosby free. Yeah, that's a little bit better. That way, just worry about getting pressure on the quarterback, and you can do the coverage setups when you got them trying to anticipate that you're blitzing every down. So, like I said, it'd be outside quarter, soft squat, outside quarter, then slide the linebackers to the strong side. And I don't have to throw any more match coverages on the field unless I know. Look at her. Set the edge. He's not going to be able to do nothing. So, like I said, glitch coverage in goal line. You cannot do this combo coverage in any other formation because that's an outside quarter with a soft squat. We could probably set something up for this weekend, my guy. Because I'm about to go to bed here in a sec because I got to get up in the morning. Probably set something up that weekend because I'm going to be off this weekend. I didn't even realize what time it was. But I'm just trying to get the last little bits of lab workout. So look at her. Both edges. So it's gonna be very good versus gun tight. The only thing that you have to memorize is you want your corners defending the weak side. You want them matching up with the weak side. You want to make sure your linebacker matches up with the tight end and the running back. That's the main thing. That's how you know if your formation is flipped correctly or not. If your linebackers are not matched up with their correct, assignment, if you have like a linebacker on a receiver or something, you're going to have problems. There is not too many formations in the game where opponents have 4 wide receivers. There's not, unless they use like a 4 wide receiver packages, which is limited to certain playbooks. So you're not going to have to worry about that a lot. You got your 3 corners on the field. They're going to have 3 receivers on the field. They're going to have a tight end on the field. You're going to have a linebacker to cover the tight end, and then you're going to have a linebacker to cover the running back. So other than that, it's they got 5 guys blocking. You got your best 6 guys in the box rushing and block shedding. So I think you'll be better off doing it like that. You just got to be able to get the coverage setups, get the muscle memory fast enough, and then you'll be all right. Like I said, I like the outside quarter just for starts. Slide to the weak side of the formation. I could just play the running back. Pressure's going to prevent him from making the throw that he needs to. So I need to flip the play. Make sure you slide that line. And we'll just play the running back. Now, if I need to, if I see that's where he's going to keep going, is number 10. That means I don't need a vertical over there. I can put him in a soft squat. Only thing now is we're going to be a little constrictive. But I think with a blitz, it shouldn't matter. Because that route has to develop. Said it shouldn't matter. But in this case, I guess it does. So let's try that again. Let's go soft squat. Let's try him with a vert hook. And then blitz behind him. So obviously we got to spread the linebacker. So what spreading the linebackers does, it aligns him with the tight end so that you can play that vert hook and he can play that corner out. A little trick with playing match coverage, because it's going to play man everywhere he goes. Right? So let's run it like that. Just kind of double check and make sure, but sometimes they get a little buggy. He does play man to it, but he's slow. So he would have to be like in a stand-up position for that to work. I don't know if I have anybody that can play a vert hook. Because with this package, all I'm allowed to do is outside soft squats and outside quarters. So let's kind of play with other packages, see what other setups we can get. Let's see. It's your packages, my guy. Like, that is with the CB sub package. It's kind of like, all right, if I went to nickel defense and I ran it as is, you just get stock packages, and then you'll have some people, they'll come out and they'll, put like a safety or like a big nickel package or something. I'm trying to give you a good like safety nickel back, or any situation where you'll have like another safety package in the box, and I'm going to show you. So like if I go, I don't know if they just have straight big nickel. Now they got free safety nickel, strong safety nickel. So if I came out in a nickel defense, and let's just start from cover 0. We'll just go random play. All right, so if I did that, what I'm going to be able to do is with my slot corner, I can play the safety adjustments. I can play the mid-read from the slot. I can play a mid-third from the slot. I can play outside thirds and deep halves from the slot. Okay, so you'll have those adjustments on the field, but you're not going to have inside quarters. These are basically just going to be straight zones. You're not going to have match zones when you run the safety packages. Okay, the only people that's going to be able to play match is the outside quarters. So you could probably set up a hybrid 3 by, let's say, I want to run outside third, mid third, and then on the 2 wide receiver side, I might go outside third. So there's my cover 3, but let's say I want to protect myself underneath, but at the same time, I don't want to be just standing there. So I might go soft squats on both outside defenders, and then you could probably, be a little creative with your linebackers like that and run a hybrid 3 with soft squat defenders. Okay, so that's just, take advantage of your packages instead of just spamming the same play over and over and over and over again. It takes muscle memory. Sometimes it takes speed to make your adjustments, but that's why you get the lab work in. So I might go mid third over there, outside third, and if I got an outside third, like I said, I just put the soft squats underneath to keep you from getting those little whip routes, and then if I want, I could be like, okay, maybe I want to add in a wrinkle. I might put a 3-rec hook in there and just blitz from behind it, just kind of be creative. So just kind of run it like that. 3-rec hook's going to take the check down. I'm just going to kind of show you why it's important to be able to have those little match coverages underneath what you're doing. So when you go soft squat, a little route, he's going to break down to the flat route. You might get a completion, but you're not going to get big chunk plays. And the thing that I'm noticing about in this game a lot, the chunk plays give you that momentum. That momentum is what drives the game. So you don't want to give people the momentum. But you can see those outside thirds, they're good, but they're not necessarily great on the corners. And that's what a lot of people teach y'all wrong on certain YouTube channels. They'll be like, oh, just always run outside thirds on the safeties because that defends corner routes. Well, it does, but it doesn't. Okay? I'm just kind of slow it down. Like, the slot safety plays it a little bit better if they try to quick throw it, But the safety that's playing over the top outside third, he's gonna give up the underneath, so they can pass it to the sideline. That's why I was trying to delegate you guys to kind of use this goal line version where you have the outside quarter from the slot. And like I said, you can't do that from any other formation in the game. You can't. It won't let you. So it's just something that you guys might want to kind of consider using if you want to use this goal line defense or, anything or whatnot. And just kind of play with it, Go to plays that, tend to beat you a lot. Like, for instance, like this, let's say this Y out, for instance. Check my boundaries, make sure that first and foremost, because I do not use auto flip and I do not trust using auto flip, especially in goal line, because everything in goal line is man coverage except the jacks out. The reason why you don't want to run auto flip on in goal line is because it's glitched. It will never correctly align. It'll always be flipped against what you're trying to do. Okay? So if you're not sure, like I said, number one, you want to make sure that your linebackers are matched up with their reciprocal, whether it be a running back or a tight end. You do not want your linebackers necessarily lined up with wide receivers, okay? So if you're running 3 cornerbacks, your 3 cornerbacks should be matched up with the receivers, okay? So that's number one. Number two, make sure you got the soft squat. You got the outside quarter. Just kind of play with those adjustments a little bit. And then you can user the route that's going to beat you. Now, if you're thinking he's going to do a check release, you put the 3-rec in front of him, and you can just user that and then just put a mid-third to help you over the top. So this is going to be a little bit better, in my opinion, than running the hybrid 3 that, other people are doing with, and they're not even using soft squats. They're using like clouds and shit. But So we'll try to use her the tight end here and jam him at the line with the defensive assist. Obviously, he's going to have to take the check down because he's not going to get it. Slow it down. Like I said, the outside quarter soft squat adjustment. First thing that I like about it is the outside quarter is going to get the fuck out. Okay? He's going to break to the outside as quickly as possible. See the difference in his position versus the outside third adjustment that people are using? Like he's going to match up with it. Now, there is a thing that you can do that's going to be different. Is you hit the man align and he backs off. I want to see if I want to try something. See if that works. So we slide him over. Maybe would dink it down. I like how he gets outside and over the top. End of the day, that's what matters. Now you can align him. Like sometimes they glitch up, right? See how they're supposed to be aligned? So sometimes you can put him right here, play the outside quarter with him, and play the soft squat with him. Like you could do it like that. Because mainly when you do play match, the rule for match is they must be matched up with alignment correctly with the guy in front of them. Like that's the first thing that matters. If they're not, then you might not necessarily get what you're trying to do to work. That's just something that you might want to kind of pay attention to. Always line up, man. That's what I try to teach you guys. So we just look at these adjusts. See, now he's just going to keep spamming this shit. I need to pick like a deep pass play so he doesn't run like little drag routes. Let's try this bench one more time. So you'll have to user him right here. And then just get on that tight end. Probably just put him in a mid-read, but user it. Okay, so he did get beat. I want to slow it down though. I might have to back him off. Yeah, because he's going to play 81 man first. So what we're going to do is I'm going to try. So backing him off not going to work. Trying to see if there's any other, because yeah, I could still go outside third from right here. So that's the benefit. Still have that option, that mindset. Let me just try to jam this up. You see that outside third versus that outside quarter. Okay, all right. So the third, it works pretty good from here too. I think it actually works better from goal line than it does from the nickel. Cause see, look at his position. Look how fast he broke on the cut. It's like my cornerback broke on the cut before his receiver did. Look how aggressive that soft squat is down below. So that's how you defend those bench concepts right there. So I'm going to show you the concept. Alright, so it's going to be outside third over the top, soft squat underneath, slide to the weak, outside quarter over the top, You slide your running backs over. He's trying to run for his life. It's good. It's a good blitz. So it's good. It's good that we got something that can work versus gun tight. But I really, like I said, I just want to watch. Yeah, that's going to be the combo for dealing with bench concepts. The only issue you're going to have is you're not going to expect people to run bench concept the whole game without making high routes. Okay, so they might run like a bench concept. And they might decide, he's covering that outside. I might run like a post or something on the inside. So whatever is beating you, you're always going to have to make an adjustment for it. Like you can always set up for, a scheme that's good, but you're not going to be able to, just defend everything with one setup. Okay. So there's always going to be wrinkles that you need to make just in case. And I'll just kind of show you a couple. So like I said, I might like the soft squat there. If I'm not liking I might go outside third right there if he's going to keep doing that quarter route. And then I can play the flat. Right there. Really just trying to see. I could back him up and then bring him down and play a hard flat. So he can't run no soft squat. He can play hard flat. So I can set it up like that. And in the middle of the field's all me. Nowhere to go. That's just really depending on how good your user is in the middle of the field. Because people, they catch on to you doing that. Those seams are going to be cover 3. So you're really just relying on your pressure to get through. But those outside thirds in his goal line, like I said, they're very aggressive to those cuts. But, that's just some lab work for you guys. Hopefully something, you see helps, maybe. Another thing, like I said, you're doing any slides on the defensive line, you're changing your techniques on the D line, and you might want to consider subs that would make sense for any slides that you do. Remember, the closer you are to the ball from the line of scrimmage, the heavier you need to be. That's number one. So, like if your guys are lined up dead even with a center, that needs to be your nose tackle. Okay, nose tackle doesn't have to be the flashiest guy on the field. He just needs to be the fattest guy on the field. Okay, he doesn't have to be a high overall. As long as he's like close to 340, he's going to do his fucking job. It doesn't matter if he has weight on him. That's his job. Just sit there and just eat running lanes. If you have a guy that's like in a two eye or 3-eye defender, he needs to be a little bit quick on his feet. He ain't got to be fast. He just got to be quick. Quick. You want guys with good acceleration, good finesse move. Sometimes they're going to take double teams. That three tech has to be a premier inside rusher because 3 techs are easy to double team. So it's just something else that you want to consider. It's good running 3 techs with a nose tackle because they're not going to be able to double team both. Okay, and if they don't double team the fat guy, you feel me? Then they might open up a gap for a linebacker to shoot or something like that. So it's just something that you guys want to consider. And I wish they would do something better with like the depth charts that you can get your guys where you want them. But I think we're at that point where you're just better off just manually subbing for the adjustment that you choose to use versus how your opponent plays against you, as opposed to being like, oh, I got such and such as ebook. I'm gonna always put this person here. I'm gonna always do this, and I'm gonna always do that because this is what this person said do. Okay. Your adjustments are going to change from opponent to opponent. Okay, and trying to sit there and just memorize everything is not necessarily always going to work. because, like I said, you're not going to play the same opponent all the time. You might play 7 meta users back to back to back and be able to beat all 7 of those guys, and then you get matched up with an off meta user, and then everything that you've been doing just kind of just becomes stale. Like, no one's going to be perfect, but like I said, just take your time and just pay attention to the adjustments that you're doing. Pay attention to where your guys are lining up. So let me give you a couple examples before I call it, a day. The easiest way to do this is just come out like in, single back wing, or what you would call it, formation. Really just like any 12 personnel. So you can kind of get your alignments down. We'll just start with like a zone split. All right. So remember, the first thing we have is we have 2 A gap defenders, right? So that would be 2 1-techs. So if you're running a straight goal line and you're not making no adjustments, you're going to need 2 nose tackles, okay? There's not too many teams that have 2 fat guys that are 340 pounds that can just sit right there and become a problem in the middle, okay? So you're not going to have that, especially in regs. Maybe in franchise mode, or maybe in MUT, you might decide, you might get 2 fat guys. That way you don't gotta, do any pre-snap adjustments. You can run the formation as is and not make no adjustments because you got the right guys that are already aligned. So that's number 1 in this 6-2 defense, is you're going to initially have 2 1-techs. Those are your A-gap defenders. Okay. Then you're going to look at your next guys. These are going to be 3-techs. Okay. These 2 inside edges are 3-tech defenders. Okay. So they need to be able to basically win their one-on-one. Okay. Because if you're running these 2 fat guys in the middle, one of them's going to have to get double teamed. Okay. If one of these fat guys are getting double teamed, the other guy is going to take the center, drive him off the ball or something. And it's supposed to make it easier for your 4 guys, your 3-techs and your 6 and 9s, your wide 9s and your 6 and 7-techs. Okay. So that's how it's designed, but you're not necessarily going to get that because, like I said, not every team has the personnel to run the defense stop. Okay. So, like I said, you're going to be doing adjustments. Now, if I slide the line, notice how their positions change. Okay. I no longer have 2 guys in the A gaps anymore. Okay. So my run fits and alignments now change. Okay. So what does that tell me now? Okay. So the guy, if I'm sliding to the left, that means I need 1 0-tech defender, 1 nose tackle. That's all I need, 1 fat guy. Okay. I still have a 3-tech defender. Well, he's really 2I. So if I go, let's see, clear shift. Okay, so he's playing 3. Hold up. Trying to see if there's much of a change. I think he goes from 3I to 2I. Hold up. So see where he's lined up? He's even with the linebacker. If I slide him left, he doesn't move much. He's still in that area, but he goes to the outside shoulder of the guard. So if you have like a good edge rusher that can finesse, that would be a good position. If you were trying to power rush, he's going to get double teamed. That's just something that you need to kind of consider. But because he'll get double teamed, that means this guy right here, he's going to be your wide 9. Okay. Because 6 would be even with the tight end. 7's going to be outside the shoulder. So he's going to be your 7-tech defender, which is your C-D gap defender. All right, so we're not going to worry about that side right now. We're going to go over to this side. This side, since we have a 2-tech defender, go right next to him, which would be 3. 4 would be even with the tackle. He's right outside, so he's a 5-tech defender. So if I'm sliding this D-line to the left, my best setup would be put a nose tackle right here, You want to put Nichols is fine right there. He is a good 2-tech. Right here, I would put Crosby. And then right here, I would just basically put my fastest guy because he's not going to get blocked at all. Okay, so let's set it up. And let's see if we can get this blitz to come in faster. Just based off of sliding left. So we know if we slide it left, I need to put my best nose right there. Okay. Nichols is going to stay on the inside. He's fine where he's at. And then I might want to put my fastest guy because he's going to come in free, untouched. So I could probably put, I think Bolton's the only guy that, I might have to put Bolton in coverage. Here, let's do this. Let's put Bolton in coverage. And then put our fastest guy right there. And then put Crosby right there. And then we know this side we're going to need a guy that can hold his own. So it'll be Tillery. So it's basically a 3-4 setup. But we basically running it like a 3-5 now. We got 5 linebackers, 3 down linemen. I think that's going to be the setup. Alright, so let's show you guys now. Like I said, we'll start from the run fit perspective. So when I slide the line, like I said, Crosby's on that edge. Okay, he should be able to beat his guy one-on-one. He's going to command a double team. People see Crosby litting up. What are you going to do? You're going to double team him, right? Well, the guy behind him has 88 speed. So if you double team Crosby on the edge, that man with 88 speed is going to come up behind you. Okay, so I'm not going to make no adjustments. I'm just going to, look at there. 88 speed is going to get free every single time. It doesn't matter. All you got to do is just slide there as long as you got your nose and you got someone big enough to hold that gap. The only thing that I would probably change in this situation is I may opt to change my edge rusher on the other side because at that point he would need to be able to take double teams on. That would be like the only thing that I would probably change in that situation. And then I would probably run him right here. So I'll show you guys. I like how that nose is kind of just ripping. No, I didn't stop the run, but I could have. See how he just rips right through the middle? That's why you want to put your fattest guy in the middle. You want to be hard. You don't want to give the center the best blocking animation. You know, you want to be able to push them around. But I think I might start running goal line like this and get Diablo more involved. Just trying to see. Pretty good run defense. Like I said, Diablo doesn't need like finesse or anything like that if you're sliding the line to him because Crosby's going to take his defender with him. Look at, he's going to be free every time. There's no way they're going to be able to stop him from getting in the backfield. I think the only thing I might do is I might user him right here. Yeah, that's a better setup. So slide right there, and then slide him as your user right back right there. Because you know he's going to get double teamed. So if he gets double teamed and they run, you got your plug, your B-gap plug right behind you. So you check your run fits. I know it doesn't say they're in it, but they'll play it. They're in man coverage. They will play that run fit. Just like that. So that's all you got to do. Simple setup. Slide the line left, and then move this guy right back here because, like I said, this is a interior rusher. As long as he's not on the edge of a tackle's shoulder, you're good. So he's in that 3-tech position. He's going to take a double team. That's his assignment. One of them guys those guys on the inside have to be able to withstand double teams, because if not, you can't take a double team. You're going to get double teamed on the edge. You're not going to be able to set the edge. So someone's got to be able to make a tackle in space for you to do your job. It's like I said, my boy Kaiser over there just taking the double team on the 2 tight ends. So I might be able to help him out and slide the linebackers to his side. Look at that. That's all you need that defender right there to do. He ain't got to be perfect. He ain't got to be flashy. As a 3-tech, that's an assignment. That's doing your job. Okay? You can sit there and take that double team. You're doing your job. So you can kind of look at this, you know, in certain terms, y'all might heard the phrase elephant in. And what I mean by elephant in is you might switch, like do a switch off. Strong side, you might go heavy. You might put your guy that, you know, he's going to be double teamed. You might put your nose over there in that position right there. Because if you know that's what he's going to do is get double teamed versus these strong weak sets, then you can get your best pass rushers, four best rushers versus 3 blockers on that weak side. So let me try that. I'm going to show you. Always just kind of get the lab work in and just play with it. So let's say I just decide to put my nose right there because I'm sliding to the left anyway. And then you get your 4 best rushers, 3 best rushers, 2 interiors and 1 edge, and then your speed rusher. Let's try it again. Like I said, we'll just go up against the dive. So we know he's going to take a double team, so we'll slide him right back right there. Look at there, just push the pocket. So that might be, you know, if that's what you want to do is slide to the weak side, which obviously see the results. Diablo's always going to come in free. We have a shed on the 2 interiors. Like all my guys on the left are already behind the lineman. We done turned their linemen around. Billings is taking on the double team as we wanted him to. And our 2 linebackers are able to kind of cover and break to the ball. So it's just versus the dive. Just play with it. And then slide him right back there so he can get double teamed. It's important that he gets double teamed, because that's how you close gaps. If you have the gaps behind him, slide him back right over there. Slide the linebackers over there. Put that nose, take that double team on that. You're not going to be able to do nothing. You ain't got to make plays. You know, like I said, you clog up 2 or 3 spaces. You know, having those fat guys, they might not make a lot of flashy plays or get a lot of sacks or anything, but just aligning them where they need to be for them to do their job. You know, you can't just be like, oh, I'm going to slide them left, because if I slide them left, then I'm not going to be able to set the edge for my linebacker or give my linebacker a gap to set the edge. If I just slide him left, you know, he might be able to cut it out, you know, or I might block my linebacker from shooting a gap on the inside. So it's just something that you guys can consider. So if I slide them left and then slide my linebackers to the other side, you know, that's almost like a 5-3 defense if you look at it. But like I said, I like to do it like this. The reason why is because it's going to force that guard to come out a little bit wider, and it's going to open up those gaps for the linebacker to shoot through if necessary, really. But the only thing is, you're not going to be able to play user coverage if you're doing that. So it's not something I would spam doing, you know, something that you guys can just, you know, situationally use. especially if you're dealing with people that run spam. Just try to get a power rush and then just knock them back. Not going to be able to run on this defense. You have all the gaps. It's just up to you to get the slides and make sure that you guys have the correct personnel for what you're trying to do. Just make sure they're aligning. Now, if I'm going to the other side, let's say I want to slide my D-line to this side, okay? That means I would have to flip everything that we just did. The only thing that becomes different is if you slide to the right, this guy has to be able to pass rush. He has to be able to win his one-on-one. Okay, Diablo can't do that. So it's just something that you guys might want to consider, when you're doing your D-line slides and stuff. So if I'm sliding left, that's going to be your will linebacker blitz. But if I slide him right, it's probably not going to be as effective because he's not going to be able to penetrate anymore. I'm going to show you why. Just watch. Obviously on runs they're not going to pick it up, but on passes you'll get picked up, and he's not going to be nice like that. Just trust me on that. But like I said, it's a good blitz to have in your arsenal.